Hi, my name is daveschaberg. This is about the third time I've recorded this because every single time I go over it, and of course I'm going to go over it again because I'm doing this right now. Anyway, I've been teaching English 99, 97, 98 for a long time. There are a lot of great things about getting older, obviously some things that aren't very good. Every day I get closer to being dead, every day I get uglier. But a lot of great things about it too, in that, as we all know, the longer we're around, the more opportunities we have to learn. This is a great job. Sometimes it's challenging. As we all know, there are a lot of things that go on that we wish didn't happen. But one of the greatest lessons I've learned is that it doesn't help me in any way to be irritated by a lot of the things that happen. So when students come to class late, if some students don't turn in their work, they don't prepare as well. The initial temptation to be irritated by it, yes, it's understandable, but ultimately it doesn't do much. It doesn't help me in any way. I don't feel any better, and when students feel the irritation from the teacher, it doesn't make them want to work harder, usually, most of them. So I've had a lot of opportunities in the classroom to be reminded that my students have to deal with things that I never had to. There was one day I'll never forget in class when several students were falling asleep, and I stopped class and was kind of pissed, and then I turned to somebody and said, "Listen, I know you're tired, but we gotta get some energy going here." And he proceeded for the next minute to tell me about the 2 jobs he's working and how he had to get up at 3. He didn't get home until 3 o'clock in the morning, and then he has another job that he has to go at this time, and he said that story, and then somebody else had another story, and then somebody else, people telling ridiculous, insane stories about their schedules that they have, how they have very little time for sleep, and that was just one of the eye-opening experiences that I've had that has been really important for me to better understand my students. And so there are a lot of ways in which I feel like I've gotten better as a teacher. And I'd say probably the most important is just to realize that my students have to know that I care about them. Genuinely care, no matter whether they're a good student, not so good, a little bit sloppy here and there. I always care about that individual. And an incident happened on Tuesday of this week that, to be honest, if I'm being honest, I would say I'm proud of, as maybe trivial as it seems. A student in my 11 o'clock 99 class, pretty good student, but it's gotten a little deteriorated her work a little bit in the last week or so. We got up a couple times, went out in the hallway, and I don't really like when students do that. And so I made a mental note that I need to talk to her, and of course that just meant that I was going to give her a mild scolding. And I saw her about an hour and a half after class, and what typically I've done in the past is deliver the mild scolding. Listen, I know a lot of stuff's probably going on, but class starts at 11 and it ends at 12:15, and I expect you to kind of stay there the whole time, so could you please, next time, you just stay in your seat the whole time. I would have said that, but in this case, I'm not really sure why these words came out of my mouth, but the words that came out of my mouth, totally unplanned, were, "Are you okay?" And what then happened is she said no, and for the next 2 minutes explained what was going on. She had been robbed recently. Someone shot at her, and it was a great conversation. And after about 3 or 4 minutes, I was able to squeeze in the part about, okay, we're near the end of the semester, let's really try to finish strong, and maybe you can stay in your seat the whole time. And the conversation ended with my message getting across, but also her knowing that her teacher actually gave a crap about her as an individual. So, listen, I've learned a lot of things. I'm going to learn some more stuff in the next 8 or 9 or 10 years I have here. I appreciate being nominated for this thing. There are a lot of awesome teachers at this school. 30, 40, 50 different people could win this award. I'm looking at the screen and I see a lot of awesome teachers. So any of those people who win it, Beth Bino is a legend, and all these other people are awesome. So thanks for the nomination wherever it came from, and I appreciate the opportunity to create this ridiculous video. See ya.